So a map of a four-dimensional planet. Well, our planet is 3D, a sphere, and we make a flat 2D map out of it. Flat map. It works the same way with 4 dimensions, except I can't show you a 4-dimensional object, but I can show you the 3D map. That's what it looks like. That's the shape. And it looks kind of like a turtle shell. So if it were a turtle, the head would come out here and the tail here. You'd have the 4 legs and it would walk around like that. That's the shape. Now if we were 4D people, this map would be a surface. Just like the 2D map, we can touch any point on the surface we like. Well, this would all be a surface. We could touch any point in it, but we can't do that. We're 3D people, so we can't get through. It's not a surface to us. And that's too bad, because all the continents and seas and cities and roads would all be inside there, and it's wood, so we can't see any of that stuff. So that does detract a little bit, but there are things we can see. The first, we can see the poles. So here's a pole. It goes along the ridge of the turtle's back, like that. And then the other pole goes along the other ridge, like that. And as you can see, these poles are 90 degrees away from each other. They go in different directions. That's just the way it is on a 4D planet. Now there's one other thing we can see, which is the equator. You see this line? That shows where the equator is. It's halfway of the thickness. See, here's the thickness like that. That line is halfway. And that line is halfway, halfway, halfway. And we're right back where we started from. So if you took a saw and sawed through this wooden map, that would be a plane. You could saw right through it, and it would saw the map in half. You get 2 identical shaped halves, and you would be able to see the equator. We can't really see the equator because it's inside. But if we sawed it in half, we would get a rough sawn surface that was a square. So the equator in this map is a square. And that's really all I've got to show. Maybe someday I'll get a glass map and you can look inside and see the cities and seas and continents and roads, but we can't do that right now. The equator and the poles are all you get.